Good morning, friends. Here we are in year 3 of authenticity, and we're in the month of believing that we have an abundance of everything, including time. And I might lose you on this today. I might lose you because it's going to be hard to explain in 2 minutes. But here's the deal. I remember Julia Mossbridge, who wrote The Calling. We did that book, I think, last August. It was fantastic. I highly recommend it. But I've been diving into more of her work because she's a physicist and she talks about the mind a lot. And remember now, the mind is non-local. It is not confined to one place and one time, right? The mind can exist in any place, any time. Our thoughts can exist any place and in any time, if one is to believe science and physicists, right? And so Julia is talking about how the mind is different from the brain. The brain is contained in the body, right? And so it can be anywhere in any time. And I like that idea. So we know that I have to test theories, right? If that's true, if the mind can exist any place in any time, then that means that my mind can visit anybody from anywhere, right? I think you know where we're going with this. I'm going to explore that possibility. I made a list. I call it my boardroom. And I made a list of 5 people because remember, we become the 5 people we spend the most time with, right? That's who we become in our thoughts, words, and actions. So I made a list of the 5 people that I would want to spend time with, the 5 people I would want to understand and be able to converse with, the 5 people I would like to become like. And I'm going to just see if my mind can spend time with them and how that might change what's happening all around me. And not that anything bad is happening. It's pretty darn good right now, but I have to check it out, right? We have to check it out because so far, I think everything we've checked out has proven to be true. Or at least it works for me. So that is what we have today. If the mind can exist anywhere in any time, then that means we can spend time with anyone, anywhere in our mind. I know. It's a giant puzzle. Okay, anyway, then I want to read you this one little quote because this is relevant to my life right now and it might be relevant to yours. And it's talking about, we're still on healing words, and this doctor is talking about, well, I'm just going to read it to you. When we attend our lodges, encounter groups, holistic health, martial arts, and religious group meetings on the weekends or in the evenings, and the following morning, put on our working clothes to return to strictly analytical, increasingly digital, virtual, impersonal manipulation of our business or professional responsibilities. And all the while, well beneath our starched collars or laboratory coats, frail and timid vestiges of our spiritual selves continue to dream, to hope, to love, and to pray. Then he says a bunch of other stuff and ends with, why cannot our mystical and mental selves coexist in both practical and spiritual affairs? Indeed, why can they not simply coalesce? That's a quote he used from a book called The Margins of Reality, which we're going to be reading soon. All right, that's what we've got today. If you stayed with me for 4 minutes and 17 seconds, I'd really like to know what you think.